Hi, welcome to my shop, such that it is. Today I'm going to talk about dust extraction. So, dust extractors, the good, the bad and the ugly. Most people misunderstand the dust extractor cyclone system. It's a fact. You'll see it everywhere on YouTube. All the comparison videos that you see on YouTube with regards to cyclones make one single fundamental mistake. They aim to compare different cyclones on the same vacuum. This is a mistake. The problem is they're not actually testing the efficiency of the cyclone. What they are actually testing is the balance between the cyclone and the performance of the vacuum. Let me explain. If you have a vacuum with a high suction value and a small cyclone, then the vacuum will overwhelm the cyclone. This will result in dust being pulled out of the bucket that sits under the cyclone. This is because the suction of the vacuum overcomes the cyclonic effect, which means that the dust particles or the chips never actually fall down into the bottom of the bin that you're wanting it to go into. They fall down and then they get sucked back up in the airflow through into the vacuum. Make sense? Kind of. An easy way to tell if you're going to have a balanced system is to look at the outlets on the vacuum and the inlets on the cyclone. If the vacuum outlet is really big, this is a 100mm pipe. This is the size of the inlet on the vacuum, my vacuum, and this is the size of the inlet on most of the smaller cyclones, the ones that cost around £30. That has an internal diameter of about 54.5mm. This means that when we take this and we put it on this, obviously you have a complete mismatch. So the fact that this is huge is implying that the vacuum rate of the vacuum that this attaches to is a very, very high one. Probably it's called a chip extractor or something along those lines. It's not referred to as a little shop vac. If you have your Henry Hoover type vacuums, which take a hose similar to this one, you can see that they're very, very matched. So this is implying, it's not an exact science, that the cyclone that has vents on it this size or imports on it this size match the vacuum that you're trying to put it onto. So back to the comparison videos that you generally see. A lot of the time I've seen a nice, what appears to be a scientific test, where you have three different setups, all with the same sort of vacuum. They have the same hosing, they have the same connectors, they are going into different cyclones of roughly the same size, and you then get the results, which normally are something along the lines of, I've got dust in my collection bucket which I didn't want because I wanted it in the bucket under the cyclone. That's going to be probably due to the fact that the cyclone is not as good a match as one of the other ones in the test. That does not mean to say that the cyclone is of a poorer quality. It's important to make that distinction. If you have a large vacuum, you're going to need a large cyclone. And when I say a large cyclone, I'll show you an example just in a second. I have a lumberjack, what is it, BDE 1200 vacuum on the top, which is a 1.2 kilowatt vacuum. I'll put the links in the description for. Now, I don't get any dust at all in the top section of this stack. Incidentally, I made it a stack like this because I wanted a smaller footprint to sit outside in what is effectively my woodshed, so I could mount this outside of the building that my workshop is in. It helps with noise, and also that means that any dust particles that get sucked into the vacuum and then exit the vacuum through its vent don't end up going into the air, which is a useful thing to have. Well, that's about it for now. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please hit the likes, the subscribes, the bell button. I will be doing some more. This is my first video, so please excuse the slightly dodgy editing and all of those things. Nice to see you. Bye.